Hakan.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're both head instructors and managers here at the Australian Martial Arts Academy. Today we're going to be going over a significant element in our curriculum, which is our bully defence program. Miss Sarah, do you want to discuss a little bit about our bully defence program?
Yeah, the bully defence program is an awesome part of our classes at AMA. It's all about teaching children how to deal with bullying before it happens to them, or setting them up with the skills so that when it does happen, it's not a big deal. And something that I feel we do really well is we preempt in the kids that it's a normal part of school. Unfortunately, I'd like to say that your child is never going to be bullied, and of course I want to protect our kids just like parents would want to protect their kids. But unfortunately, if we set up our child with the mentality that you're never going to be bullied, and they do get bullied, they don't have the strategies in place, they don't have the coping mechanisms in place to be able to bounce back as fast. So it's really great for kids to be told, at some point you're probably going to be bullied. And when this happens, this is how we're going to tackle the issue, this is where you've got the support, and these are the skill sets that you've been practicing. And it's great. I hope that they never have to use these skills that they're learning, and hopefully some of those skills that we do teach them makes it easier for them to bounce back and bullying not be such a big issue for them.
Definitely. I mean, what we really want to aim to do is set them up for success, and that's by going over the frameworks that we cover in classes. So let's get right into it. What I really love about it though is I love the fact that we address it right away. We want to teach these kids, empower them so that they have to deal with it and not neglect it or avoid it or try to find another solution, but rather just accept the fact that it might happen and work towards overcoming that. So Miss Sarah, what's the very first thing we teach our kids when it comes to our bully defence program?
So we teach them that there's 5 key steps at bully defence, and what we want to see is that they're able to escalate the response from a very nice kind of simple response up into something where they require some outside help. And I think this is a great way to do it, because for a lot of kids, if there's any change in situation, someone bumps them, someone says something about them that might be the truth, that might not be the truth, they think that that's bullying. And what we want them to do is to recognize that sometimes you're annoying, and that first step is just a polite response. I really don't like it when you do that. Let's be friends, let's stop doing that, and let's go have some fun together. So that polite response is number 1, Hakan.
Definitely.
That's great.
Yep. So let's move on to step number 2. Now let's just say this kid is a little bit more persistent. Could be a kid in class, could be a kid in school, and just keeps chipping away. What do we do from there?
From here, what we do is we teach the kids to escalate the situation, to hold their body strong, to have great eye contact, and to say the words, "Stop that, I don't like it." And so they don't yell, they don't scream at this situation, they don't be aggressive, just firm and showing that confidence through the body shape. So they've given the polite response, and now they're telling the bully, "Stop it, I don't like it." And we try not to have any other games or anything with this, and no running around or teasing or jokes. We just want them to get straight into the simple fact that what they're saying is not okay and they need to stop it.
It's really great to see kids working on this exercise in class, because voice is such a crucial element to self-defense, so by working on these drills in class, it really helps kids develop that firm tone to get that message across to the bully. Let's move on to step number 3. Let's hope it ends there, but if it doesn't, where do we go from there?
Great point, Mr. Hakan. So for our first one, we've given them the polite warning. The second one, we've moved on to a firm warning. The third one, we're starting to create a barrier between the person. So we put out our hand in a stop sign, and we're going to say, "Stop it, I don't like it." So this is basic drill, and as kids get older, we teach them they're able to change the vocabulary, as long as the message that comes around is, "Stop it, I don't like it." And the next step that we do with that hand barrier is calling them a bully. So either you're bullying or you are a bully.
Now the great thing about this is not only is it effective when done properly, but it really grabs the attention of the surroundings. So other kids can see this, the teachers potentially can see that Miss Sarah, for example, right now, she's in a nice defensive stance. You can see that she's really trying to defend herself, keep her distance, and trying to do the right thing by her.
That's exactly right. And so if someone can sense that they're uncomfortable from that situation, it's easier for a teacher to come in and intervene or help out, because you're showing with your body language that you're unhappy with that situation. So that's great. So they're the first 3 steps. Let's jump into the 4th step. The 4th one is learning to walk away if we can. And so sometimes people in the world just aren't nice or in a bad mood. And with kids, you know, sometimes they're grumpy or they've had a bad day or they're tired. There's no point fighting or arguing. If you can move away, and it's just as easy for you to move away without missing out on anything, we teach them, just tell them, I'm leaving now because I don't like your behaviour and I'm going to remove myself from this situation.
Yeah, we really want to teach kids that, you know, it's okay to joke around, but sometimes where it gets too offensive, we want to empower them so that they can learn that, you know, this isn't the right atmosphere, the environment to be in, to step away, like Miss Sarah said, and make a new group of friends, find a new group of friends that really do share the common values of them and have a great time together. You know, we tell our students here that if somebody is really making you feel uncomfortable, they're truly not your friend.
Exactly right. So I guess the next step that we want to do is the 5th one, and that's asking for help. And we leave this till the end, and sometimes you require help sooner and sometimes you require help later. And so you might be progressing through steps 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 quite quickly. You might skip a couple of steps if necessary, if for example if you're in a dangerous situation or felt very threatened physically. But otherwise we're going to move through those ones, and this is great because it teaches kids how they can deal with problems themselves, rather than relying on the teacher for small issues. They tackle them straight away.
At no point do we encourage physical contact. At no point do we encourage any type of pushing, shoving, punching, any of that. We want to ensure that we can address all of this before it gets to that level. And we really are confident that we can. You know, we can, by going through these frameworks, consistently doing them with 100% focus and attention, like we do in class. We really aim to empower the kids to be able to ensure that they are comfortable, they can deal with these situations before it gets too dangerous, and they are confident in their abilities. Furthermore, the martial arts training over time will ensure that the kids do have that self-belief, that they could have that confidence to have fun in the playground, be with who they want to be with, play with the friends that they want to be with in a safe and controlled environment.
Ultimately, you're right, Mr. Hakan. It is a lot about the way that you're doing these steps as well. So it's one thing to understand them or hear them, and there's another thing to have actually practiced them. And I think it's great that these guys are practicing them over and over again, so that they've got those skill sets well prepared when they do need to use them.
Definitely.
It's great. So in summary, let's have a look at those 5 responses. So the first step that we're going to do is just give a polite warning. I love this one because it teaches the child not to be a bully as well.
Without getting emotions involved, right?
Exactly.
It's just we want to make sure that we're clear, but we're not getting angry, we're not getting emotional, we're not throwing a tantrum.
And we're being the opposite to a bully, someone who takes in and cares for others.
Yeah.
The second step is really just telling the person that you don't like their behaviour. So that stop that, I don't like it. Without yelling, clear and straight to the point.
The third step there is we want to ensure that we create a barrier, and we want to let them know that that kid is being a bully. You know, by calling them that, it's going to really change their mentality as well.
The fourth step, where possible, we remove ourselves from the situation, and that final step is going away and asking for help.
Telling someone, telling your teachers, brothers or sisters, friends, family, you know, parents, everybody in the support network.
You're not alone. There's plenty of people who care for you and can help you, and you're probably not the only one who's being bullied by this person either.
So hopefully that shows you guys what we cover here at the Academy with our 5-step to bully defense program. I'm Mr. Hakan.
I'm Miss Sarah.
Thank you very much.